Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It's your host, Dominic Peterson, aka Duck Zone 503, talking all things Oregon football. Today, man, I'm hosting another ScoopDuck.com recruit interview, and I got a big time athlete with me here today. I got 2024 four-star tight end Christian Bentancur in the building. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm glad to be here. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Real excited to get with you. You were just on campus visiting Oregon May 21st. So yeah, man, we're gonna recap this visit, get to know you, the player a little bit. I always try to get the players that Oregon's looking at or recently visited on campus to get where their heads at and their recruiting and stuff like that. So for Duck fans that don't know you, I'm just gonna run down a little intro, and all these are from On3.com. 2024 four-star tight end Christian Bentancur is coming out of Marion Central Catholic High out there in Woodstock, Illinois. He's standing 6'5", 235 pounds, and the On3 consensus ranks you as the 15th best tight end in the 2024 class and the 7th best player overall in the state of Illinois. So personally want to congratulate you on that, man. That's big time.
Thank you. That.
Yes, sir, man. So Duck fans, we're talking somebody who's top 20 in their position here, top 10 in their state. So big time recruit that Oregon's talking to here. Let's just take it back to your early years, man. And did you always grow up there in Illinois?
Yeah. So my dad's from Wisconsin, mom's from Chicago, and I've always lived in this McHenry, Illinois, small town, and just always been here.
Yeah, I can kind of tell. I can kind of tell in the way you talk a little bit. But yeah, man, that's great. Yeah. So coming from Illinois, man, from somebody who's probably never stepped foot in Illinois, describe how it's like there, and then maybe how that experience of growing up in Illinois shaped you into the man you are today.
I mean, Illinois, like the weather is probably like the main thing everyone knows of, like Chicago weather. Like you don't know what's gonna happen. It could be cold like 1 hour and then hot the next hour. Like it's crazy. So that's the main thing. Illinois. And another thing is like Illinois, people sleep on the competition. Like the competition, like obviously in Florida and California are good, but there's some competition in Chicago that's definitely slept on.
100%, man. Yeah. And that sounds a lot like Oregon, you know. I can't lie, because the weather here shifts on and off from rain to sun within 30 minutes, maybe to snow in some areas of the year. But yeah, it sounds a lot like that. And then as long as what you said with the talent that's slept on, there's a lot of talent up here in the Northwest as well. And I bet in Chicago and these little areas that don't really get a lot of coverage, a lot of slept on talent for sure. So yeah, man, growing up in Chicago and facing that talent there, and playing in the snow sometimes and the very cold, the windy city, how do you think that shaped you into the man you are today and the football player you're becoming?
Well, it just builds you tough. Like obviously in a small town isn't where the best competition is, but my dad especially really pushed me to go to Chicago and play the best of the best in Illinois that we could play and stuff like that. And like in the rain, snow, or anything, it just grew me to be tough. And I feel like all thanks to my dad. And just, I mean, the weather, I guess, is a pain sometimes, but you look at it later and you're kind of like, wow, I mean, it helps you.
Great. Yeah, man. You say you give thanks to your dad there, your father. What is some things he did for you in your early years to set you up for where you are now?
Well, I played basketball too, and he was like my AAU coach growing up, and he was the toughest coach I've ever had to be with. Like, we had a lot of quiet car rides home because he was just be my best, because like if I didn't play perfect, he was mad and stuff like that. So, but like he loves me and stuff, but it really helped me like later on in my life, because now I'm not soft, and I'm not gonna like mentally like not tough and just stuff like that. I just appreciate him for that. Like obviously back then I didn't, but now looking back at it, I'm just blessed to have someone like that in my life.
Yeah, 100%, man. Gotta push you to be great. Love it. Yeah, man. Speaking about that, what one word do you think that best describes you on the field?
I'd say everything. I feel like is the one word, because I'm not faster than the fastest wide receiver, and I'm not like bigger than the biggest lineman in the nation, but or actually hybrid. I would say hybrid. Like I feel like I'm big enough and fast enough where no one could really guard me because the linebacker, the corners are just too small, you know? So
Yeah.
I feel like it was definitely one word, it would be hybrid.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's a great answer. Sounds like whoever lands Bentancur here in his recruitment is going to get a hybrid tight end for sure.
Yes,
So
sir.
do you have any favorite songs to listen to? Let's get into your music taste here, man. Like when these big games are coming up, what's some of your favorite songs to put on?
Yeah, so it like the pregame are you talking about? Because it like if it's like just like in the car ride or a drive or like in the weight room, it's everything. Like
Okay.
from rap to Shawn Mendes to Taylor Swift, it's all that stuff. But pregame, the two songs that I listen to are "The Show Goes On" and "All of the Lights." Those are the two that just
Okay,
kind of
great. Yeah.
stuff. But like
Yeah. I'll
I'm
put
just
me
like
up.
kind of lifting and chilling and stuff like that. It's definitely some Lil Baby or Polo G. Like that's my favorite rap. And then I'm a big
Nice.
country guy in like the summertime, like driving through. I love driving, listening to music, and that country music is nice. So I
Oh
kind of like,
yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, me and you were kind of the same with that, man. I like rap overall, but like in the summer, there's something about country music that kind of just gets you going.
Those are down. Like you can listen to country.
Yeah, for sure. It's nice, man. All right. Well, speaking about football, man, let's get back into the game of football here. Can you give me maybe 3 reasons why you like to play the game of football?
Um, I like to hit people. Is probably one of the reasons. I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, I just had love for the game. Like I just like watched like a bunch of like mixtapes and football, like college mixtapes. The main one was Tavon Austin, like his West
Nice.
Virginia run back mixtape. And
Yeah.
I watched that as a 3 kid. I just been in love with football, and I've kind of had like a love hate relationship with football because like when I was super young, because I would get so nervous before games and like puking and stuff like that. But like I've gotten better like now, and I don't really do that anymore. But I don't
Right.
know. It's just always been there, and it's just always fun to play. Like you could get your like anger out, and you could just have a fun time with your buddies and
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, 100%, man. One thing I really like about the game of football when I played is I still have some of my best friends from when I played, still talking to me. So the relationships you build in football is one thing I always enjoyed, and everything you said as well, man. Playing with your buddies and your friends and just letting your anger out, getting to hit people and not get in trouble. It's great. You actually get cheered on, matter of fact. All right, man. Well, let's get into your visit questions, man. You just went ahead and took a recent visit to Oregon. Off
Mhm.
the top of your head, go ahead and just say what stood out most to you, man.
I mean, when I got the call and like, or like when the like whatever, and I got the visit and stuff like that, I was like, wow, like Oregon, like a school like Oregon is like recruiting me and stuff like that. It was just crazy. And then like we flew down there, visited, and we got there, and it was just like because you always hear about all the facilities and the weight room and all that stuff, and it's like it's so much more than that. Like the people there are just crazy. Like the conversations that we had with the coaches and stuff were next to zero, and it was just a really fun place to be at. And it really opened my eyes because all you hear about is the bad weather and the really good jerseys, but it's a lot different.
Yeah, 100%. I can see that totally, man. I'm glad you had such a great visit and had such a great time at Oregon. And like, yeah, the weather is one thing, but like around this time, it's really hard to find bad weather in Oregon. I mean, it's getting
Yeah.
really nice here. So yeah, I can't lie. We're gonna go ahead and take a break for 1 second. We'll come right back in just one moment. All right, everybody, we're back here. Doug Zone 503 lost his cat, had to go find it. So yeah, we're back with the interview. Found my cat real quick. All right, man. So let's just get back into it. Last question I asked. You just kind of highlighted your total trip about Oregon. But I've seen your photos. That's how I got in contact with you. Actually, is I've seen some of your photos off your visit, man. Explain how that photo shoot went down. That looked awesome.
Oh, it was the craziest photo shoot, and like I love to get in the photo shoot, like the photo shoot and just like the drip you get put on and like the different poses and stuff. I love the flex
Right.
like on Instagram just to show everybody, just having fun stuff like that. And it's just crazy. Like there's not even a photo shoot that I've been to that's been even close to it. Like all the we went to, all like the different jersey combinations we could get and
Yeah.
stuff like it was nuts. But yeah, I love posting all those photos, and I hope people like seeing it too because it's fun to watch. It's fun to post.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Thing about Oregon photo shoots, man, is you could throw on any my bad about that. Any type of like you said, any type of drip, man. We got over 1,000 uniform combinations to put on.
Exactly.
Like, not trying to throw no shade or nothing, but you go to Alabama, Penn State, USC, man, you got one combination to put on. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. But hey, man, no shade to those schools. Those are great schools as well. But yeah, so on your visit, did you get the opportunity to talk to any Oregon coaches at all?
Yeah, so we talked Coach Jones is the person that like invited me and stuff like that, and then
Okay.
Coach or the tight ends coach is like the main person we talked to the whole, like pretty much the whole visit and stuff. And we like talked like for like a whole 4 hours, and it was just like it was just a conversation. Like it wasn't like anything out of the ordinary, and it wasn't like you were talking to a coach. It was just like talking like to like another cool person and stuff like that. And then Coach Lanning we got talked to for a little bit too, and they're all like super down to earth people. And like if you saw any of them and just like in the out of nowhere and stuff like that, and you didn't know they're like Oregon coaches, you just think they're regular normal people because like they obviously have that higher standard because they're like Oregon Duck coaches and stuff like that, but they're really down to earth people, and it was definitely cool talking to them.
That's great, man. Yeah. So you talked to the tight end coach for 4 hours, you said?
Yeah, I don't know exactly how long it was, but we had such a long talk, and it didn't feel like it was even that long. It was just kept talking and stuff like that, or just a fluid conversation, and it was just talking to some cool guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great, man. Sounds like you guys, I mean, if you talked that long, it must sound like you really connected on some things and had some stuff to talk about. I mean, I talk to recruits sometimes and it's just like, oh yeah, I kind of got to know each other and that's it, not much more than that. So it sounds great, man. It sounds like you guys are really connecting up. So you said you also got invited by Coach Jones, Greg Jones, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, how did that relationship start out, and how did you get in contact with him originally?
So it was just I followed him a while ago, and then like apparently he saw my highlights or something. He was impressed. He followed me, and then like I sent him my number and my highlights and all of that, and then we just kind of been in contact from there. And we got on the phone the first time, and he was like talked about their program, and I was like, I already know about you guys, like you don't need to explain this stuff. And he's like, we love here and stuff, and I was like, oh shoot. And then I came down and they offered, and I was just kind of just wowed. It was just crazy experience.
That's nice, man. So with Greg Jones, like when he was explaining like the Oregon program, was it like was he like throwing all like the good stuff out there? Like was he sounding good, or was it more like 1950s coach Sonny, I'm gonna make you a star? I'm playing. That's just a joke, man. I'm just trying to light you up. I know Greg Jones, man. He's a great guy. He's a great recruiter as well. Matter of fact, 75% of the guys I talk to, like legit, have a relationship with Greg Jones, like great recruiter. I'm glad Oregon has him.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I was just being funny.
No, yeah.
All right. So the Oregon players, did you talk to any current players while you were on campus at all? Did you get a chance?
I kind of like the two, like I talked to two tight ends that were just there a little bit for the photo shoot. And it was just like for a brief moment, but like they definitely seem like people I'd like to be around with and stuff like that. And they were all like cool guys and stuff. So I only got to talk to them briefly, but like for the brief time they seem cool.
That's great, man. All right. So do you think this visit to Oregon probably puts them at the top of your list of schools?
I mean, yeah, they're I don't know how far up the list, but they're definitely up there. And I can't wait to get back there sometime soon. And it's going to be fun.
Okay, great. Yeah, you got any set dates with Oregon for another visit?
No, but I'm hoping to get to a game this fall, so we'll hopefully see how that happens. But I'll definitely be back and posting more pictures.
Nice, sweet. Yeah, dude, I'll be there at a game in the fall. I'll be at every game. So,
Oh yeah,
if
well,
you're
yeah,
there, man, hit me up. For
for
sure.
sure.
All right. Well, let's talk about your, overall recruitment. You got any upcoming visits for other schools?
Yeah, so I'll be at Ohio State on like in 2 days actually.
Oh wow, okay.
And then in a couple weeks I'll be at Arkansas and Louisville and Tennessee, or I'm not in Wisconsin, because I like all the schools that have offered, I haven't visited to. I still like kind of want to see them, because like if they're showing enough interest to offer me, I'm gonna show like interest to them and like visit them and see what they have and stuff like that. And then end of July, I'm visiting Michigan State and Michigan.
Okay, that's interesting. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of regional schools right there. Is like a regional thing like a big deal for you? Like, do you want to stay closer to home or?
No, not really. It's really like I've talked to like my parents a lot about this, and it's just like more like just like where I'm happy. Like they don't care really and stuff like that. And I think like wherever I'm happy, I'm gonna go to. Like I don't have to go somewhere to drive. Like obviously that would be more convenient, I guess, but it's not gonna make a choice for me.
Okay, great. Yeah, and what's like some of the bigger factors for you then? Like as a recruit, like what's like your biggest factor in your recruitment?
So like the top ones are so like obviously like building a family relationship, like some like people like coaches and players that I could talk to and have fun with and stuff like that. And then it's like developing me to hopefully like fulfill my dreams and go into the NFL and stuff. So I obviously want a program that's going to help me and stuff like that. And then just like obviously a winning program, because I don't want to lose every game. I want to make it to a bowl or a national championship, and I
Yeah,
want a ring or something like that. So those are probably
100%, man. So are you looking at like when you go to schools, you looking at how many tight ends get sent to the draft under this coaching staff and their all-time winning percentage as a program?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like those aren't like the main factors for like the winning and stuff like that, but like it's more like the relationships and like uh and just like the relationships and stuff like that are like the main things.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's great. That's the relationships are the biggest things in football. Like
Yeah,
I said earlier, you build lifelong friendships and
exactly.
with coaches
And
and everything.
and you don't want to be there for 4 or 5 years or 3 years and not like where you are and talking to people.
Yeah,
So
100%, man. All right. Well, this is like the last question I got for you today, pretty much. The On3 recruiting prediction machine currently favors Northwestern, Illinois, and Iowa in your recruitment. What do you like? Let's just start off with Northwestern. What do you like about each school? Just a couple sentences.
Northwestern is like obviously like a Chicago school and stuff like that, and they're about like 40 minutes away. And I and like the main thing that I like about them is their indoor has like a beautiful like water or like windowed whole like thinking like Michigan, and that's like really cool to look at. And like the weight room is the same thing, and that was like the coolest thing. But yeah, that was probably like the top things for them.
Okay, sweet. And then we're going to Illinois, another hometown school.
Yeah, I don't know how these like were picked as like the top schools, but I mean Illinois is all like they're a great school too and stuff like that. And like the coaches I got to talk to were really good people and stuff like that too.
That's awesome, man. The fighting Illini out there. And then we got the Iowa Hawkeyes.
They are just always known as like tight, like like in the last like they're kind of known as like tight end U. It's like
Yeah.
so you could really never count them out as a school. And
Right.
and like the Pete like Coach Wallace, the one who like recruits our area and got us down there and stuff like that. And also Brian Allen, the person that he used to play at our school and stuff like that. And he goes to Iowa now. So those are like the cool things for them.
Yeah, man. Really great group of schools right there. Do you have like a top list of schools out at all?
No, I don't. I still have to take this whole like thing in kind of, and over the summer, and I'll probably have like a cool graphic at the end of summer or something, just kind of recapping. But I'm not sure when I'm gonna post my top list, but I'll definitely let you know.
Great. Yeah, man. And I went ahead and searched up for you real quick the top 5 schools producing tight end talent, and doesn't say how long, what like how many years they're
Yeah.
averaging this off of, but it goes Miami, Iowa, Stanford, Missouri, and Wisconsin. So 5 schools to look at for you. I'm pretty sure you're already looking at those schools,
Yeah,
but
sure.
100%, man. Well, really appreciate your time, man. Really went in depth in a lot of things. And
Oh no.
hope it sounded like you really liked your visit, man. Hope to get you back on campus.
Yeah.
Duck fans, this has been another scoopduck.com recruit interview. I'm your host, Dominic Peterson, aka Duck Zone 503. If you want to see Christian Bentancur in an Oregon uniform, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Christian, do you want to shout out any of your social medias before I go?
Yeah, my Twitter's at cbentancur18, and then Instagram's at christian.bentancur18. If you want to see those cool pics that I took, go follow it up and like the Instagram.
Yes, sir. Go follow, go throw those duck emojis under the comments, all that, man. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
It's been another scoopduck.com recruit interview. The article will be out on scoopduck.com if you want to read the update instead of watch. Really appreciate the time, Christian. Have a great day, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.